And I want you.
From the heart of Delta State, you are tuned in to SRTV Asaba.
Yo, a very good morning to you guys. My name is Daddy Chris. I'm reaching you from SRTV Dex right here in London. Yeah, it's a wonderful day, and it's one of those days it's one of those days I wish I am not going to do, but I'm going to do it because I don't have a choice. When I was coming this morning, the first song I remember is Fela, You Don't Come Again. I never come again. I see they far away. Make you wait till I this where they go. Where you go? That's the question. Relax. It's a great day to be with you and to share a moment with you, to share a screen with you. Some of you that will have the opportunity to watch this program. It is a difficult time, but it is also an opportunity. See, in difficulties come opportunities. And that's what we're going to talk about today. My topic today is not a sweet one. A lot of people will be angry. And rightfully so, they have the right to be angry. They have every right to be angry. But we all have our mission in life. Some people are called to be pastors. Some are called to be evangelists. Some are going to be choir. Some are going to be teachers. Some are going to be, we all have different assignments. And we're all going to do what we have to do. My job, I am like John the Baptist. I'm a voice of a lonely man in the wilderness crying for repentance, crying for a change. And because I believe in what I'm saying, because I believe what I am saying is ordained by God, I'm not ashamed of it. I am not afraid to say it. I will say it, I probably get beheaded like John the Baptist, but I don't mind. That's the mission. But I won't be beheaded because I'm not going to be like John the Baptist. Before you behead me, if I have the chance, I'll behead you first. So let us talk about what we are going to talk about today. Today, we're going to take a look. It's like I'm going to fight. But before I even tell you the topic, because we're going to talk, I'm going to be looking at the governor of Delta State. We're going to talk today. I'm focusing on your economic summit, sir. So that is going to be the topic of today. Delta State Economic Summit. And it's not going to be a funny one. It's going to be one of those things we talk about sincerely. You see the kind of people around there. These are my mentor. If I say Professor Number is one of those persons that is a true Pan-Africanist. When you see, like, if it's one of the show I talk, the United States of Africa, he is the pioneer of that. So when you have somebody like that, you know what you're going to get. He talks about the freedom of the African continent. But like I always say, there's no freedom without economic. Not political. It's every freedom we're talking about is economic. It's not political. So today, I see them talking about it, and I'm sure he's going to bring that part of it into this summit, and I look forward to it. And I wish there can be some opportunity for people like us to join via Zoom so we can ask questions, and then it would have been more interesting because that would have been because people don't do summit alone anymore. You must open it to us. So those of us in diaspora, we can also throw one or two questions. But I'm looking forward to this exciting time in Delta State. But before we get into that, listen, there's so many things happening in Delta State. Apparently, Delta people are no more taking it for granted. They're not taking it like a joke. The governor of Delta State once said, his mission is to support the current president, and he got a serious backlash. It's not me, the governor. It's your people. And now, yesterday, this picture came out, and I really want to share the video with the audience. It makes me laugh to see how desperate, how angry we are as a people. Yeah, these are political men. I don't understand why you guys would go to that extent of physically attacking your own brother. No matter what he said, this is barbaric. But let me just share the video with us. So we take a look at the video and see how angry. You see, I'm just interested in how angry we are as a people right now. And it's no more funny. Let's take a look at that video first. Quickly. It's not... Wow. That's how much we can break heads over things that doesn't matter. But like I said, this is not why I'm here today. I'm here to discuss something more profound. And what is it? I'm going to look at the economic summit of Delta State. But again, before I do that, let me share one video, because I'm going to share the video of the governor. I'm just trying to share one or two videos, so I bored you.
Yes. Yes. Can you be? Let me yes. Amen. Yes. Yes. Amen. Amen. Yes. Amen. Fire. Fire. Yes. Yes.
I beg, I don't tire. You see, what I like about this video, it's going to be part of what I'll be talking about today. Somebody will be preaching for you that your heaven is up. Like when you die, you're going to go to heaven. Like in my new book, I'm a Christian, for those of you that didn't know. In my new book, I was saying that heaven is here. Heaven is not when you die, or one mortuary when you don't die, finish. Now that time heaven day. Jesus Christ came so that you may have life and have it abundantly. But that is a topic for another day. But that is exactly what we are. Here you see the problem we have. Here you see a young boy of this age, you should be in school, is preaching, telling, he's mad, he's insane. In the UK, we're going to sanction him. If you do this in the UK, that child will be sectioned. You know what section? The way you send people to prison, that's how they send people in the mental home to section 23, 30. Is it 23 or so? Yes. They section you. Until you behave normal, you won't come out. You are a danger to society. What this young man is doing here. But look at the other side of the story. You see young people of the same age. What are they doing?
Yes.
What are the same people doing? They are fixing cars. This is how you train young people. So when they grow up, they become useful. Just to prove my case right, the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom just adopted what I wrote in my book. He's now trying to give young people at the age of 14 technical skills so that when they grow up, they become useful to society. It is so important. It is so important, my people. Now, we are not realistic. And this tells here, if you go to the street of Nigeria this morning, you see somebody misbehaving on the street, disturbing people, disturbing the peace of the street. They should be arrested. That's not how you serve God. You're not serving God, you're serving yourself. It's shameful that this is what we reduce ourselves to. Very, very shameful. I look at this image and I just say to myself, oh my God, where I will become. Anyway, I'm not going to waste time on that today because these are two videos I used to prepare you for the day. Today is going to be me and a Boriwori. Me, Daddy Chris, and a Boriwori. We want to talk. We want to talk, people. And we're going to talk sincerely. No mincing words today. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring in a Boriwori as he talk to people of Delta State, to the rest of the world, on what Delta State is about to do. I happen to have the privilege to watch the video, and I want to share that with you because this is the topic of the day. Let's listen to the governor of Delta State.
Hello, my name is Sheriff Obrewori, the governor of Delta State. I have the pleasure to invite you to Delta State Economic and Investment Summit 2026, taking place in Asaba from August 3rd to 5th, 2026. Over 40 prospective investors from Brazil and China, policymakers, business leaders, and international development partners are expected at this summit. It is an opportunity to connect your business ideas with capital, foster strategic partnerships, and take your business to a new level of growth and expansion. This government believes strongly in the economic development model that is led by the private sector. Hence, we have put in place investor-friendly policies that encourage private investors, support business growth, and foster massive industrialization of our state. With Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, GCON, as keynote speaker, and Professor Patrick Lumumba as guest speaker, the summit promises to be an exciting and rewarding time for all participants. So, join us and be part of shaping the next chapter of Delta State's economic.
All right. That is the governor of Delta State. You know he's passionate, he means well. And then, like I said, the man means well. And It is sad that we are still where we are, but it means well. Thank you, Governor. That's what we want to see you do, but maybe do better. Now, I want to ask you people one question. It's a very difficult time, and I really need to ask this question today. Very important question. Are we dreaming or want to live in the real world? Do you want to live in the world where that young boy wake up in the morning and is preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is something you people deceive yourself about? That's not how you serve God. You serve God in spirit. Many of us believe in God, we serve God. In fact, you are telling me that God loves you, the Nigeria that is poor, more than people in the UK. How come that you are not progressing and people here are progressing? If God has hated everybody in the United Kingdom because they don't know God, you also say they know God. Let's discuss that another day. But let's talk about Governor Boriwori and the Economic Summit. It is important to us that we understand where we are as a people, and this is a big day that we really need to talk about this. And I don't want to joke about this. We need to talk about this today. We're going to talk about the Delta state of our own. Now, you guys know that the Chris, for me to be able to address this topic, I did something very, 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 very profound. I say call it unique. I tried to look at the picture of Delta State. I am not a joker, so I don't want to joke like them. So I bring in this image for you. It will help me to present something very, very unique. It's perhaps a little bit of a lecture at the beginning. And if you have your pen, pick up your pen and write with me. What you see here, let me show you this full image. What you see here is Delta State at a glance. Now, I'm not an economist, so you can understand that I will be limiting it to a layman point of view. And I like to talk to my people in this way so that you can understand exactly what that the Chris is talking about today. Now, let's take a look at it properly. And number one is, that's very, very important. I call it the people's show. Take a look at the image with me. If you have some time, please take a look at it in full. I would like to actually be smaller on this at this moment of the presentation. All right, this is Delta State at a glance. And now, there are only three ways. I said this feature is by that decrease, so you all know me. There are three ways we're going to grow the economy of Delta State. It's either going to go one of the way, or these three ways. But this is what I can see. Like I said, I'm not an economist. The first one is what the governor is saying, that he believes that it's a private sector driven economy, which is good. I like to hear that big grammar. But governor, not everybody understands what is private sector driven economy. So I do speak some pidgin sometimes so all of us can understand you, like I'm going to do today. All right, option one is for the people to be able to open businesses. And which is good. We open businesses, so as we are making goods, the goods become our collective goods. If Delta State, if everybody in Delta State is doing business, we'll be producing a lot, and we have a lot to sell, and we have a lot of money. That would have been ideal. That is the first option. Very great idea, and I love it as well. But I'm going to talk about the limitations. Maybe before I move, let me ask you, like in my presentation, I was asking, how many of us in Delta State have one thing, the idea, the confidence? That's two things. If we have a business idea, we are able to put it down on paper, and we now have the confidence to pull it out. And the biggest challenge you're going to go through will be access to finance. I want to share another image with you before we move. Let's stick to this one first, because if I overjump, we might not get it right. You see, let me dissect that. Option one, which is a very good option. But this is how I presented it. Let me use this image. And I keep telling people that sometimes you're speaking a grammar you don't even understand. Private sector driven economy. Do you know what that means? It's either the state is being captured by big people, or you're going to sleep in Kingdom Come, nothing will happen. Let me explain this to you. Delta State, those of us that have ideas, I have an idea, I have a TV station. I need money to run it. Do you understand that? A lot of people have ideas in Delta State, Mr. Governor. Where is the money for them to start? Now, these are my findings, and this is even not realistic, but I want to present it so at least as if they don't say we don't have anything. Now, let's take a look at what we have here. In the United Kingdom, because that you are comparing yourself, people in America can talk about that private people should run the business. In the UK, people can talk like that. Because here, if you really want to start a business, you have a chance to succeed because you can access money. Let me describe how it is. You can get up to 25,000 in loan. Now, if you get that kind of loan in the UK, 25,000 is about, how much is it now? 25,000 is about 50 million naira. All right, you can get it in loan. And this is the beauty of it. It's a very supportive loan. It's well structured. The percentage you pay back is 7.5%. It's between 6 and 9% maximum. So if you take a loan, that is what you pay back. The percentage. I'm coming. They don't need any collateral from you. Meaning you don't have to mortgage your house to get that money. Because normally government will back it. And it is clearly defined process. Please, I want you people to go back and learn what I have talked about today, because I didn't just put it on paper. I studied it before I came down here. Then take a look at Delta State, where they're telling us to do things this way. Now you have opportunities, say new business loan, 1 billion naira. I don't know. And we are talking of the Bank of Industry. Now, Delta people, how many of you have heard the word Bank of Industry? Let me hear you. Do you know what they call Bank of Industry? Do you know where it is? I have the telephone number of the MD of the DG. Do you know what is Bank of Industry? Have you? In fact, why are you talking? How many people in your state can actually access a loan? How many people in your state can access a loan? And now the only one I can think of, maybe there's loan in Delta State. I don't know how much you have to give people in Delta State. No, you said you want an economy that is private driven economy. So that's option one, unless I'm sick. So in that case, there should be access to finance. From the last time I checked, if you look at this access to finance in Delta State, the only accessible loan that I can think of is Bank of Industry. It's not for people like me and you. In the average of population of Delta State, it's not up for 1% of us in Delta State that can actually talk, that even understand what the Bank of Industry means. We've never heard of it. It's alien to us. That is option one. Then it's potentially good if you are qualified. Of course, if you can qualify for Bank of Industry, it's nice. But now let's talk about it. The Bank of Industry, the percentage you pay back is between 18 and 30%. This is not my making. In the UK, the highest is between 6 to 9%. Here, it is between 18 and 30%. Nobody will give you, the commercial banks in Nigeria will not give you any money for 18%. So be ready. You got to put your house, you're going to sell all your properties, and you die there. So, and then, of course, if you don't have a collateral, you're not getting it. And I want people to come out and say, oh, Daddy Chris, you're wrong. I want to hear that. So I presented this in another beautiful chart, which I tend to share with you guys. This thing we're talking about, you're going to have this chart to play with. I probably publish it on my platform when I finish today. So you can understand that when Oboriwori says in its words that it's a private-driven economy, private sector-driven economy, you ask him, who are the people that is going to drive the economy as a private sector? So in my presentation, I said option one is for us, the people, to do it. There's another option. The other option. Then option two is what I wrote in my book, The State as a Creator. Now, this is me. I'm a communist. I know they're going to call me all kind of name. I don't mind. But listen, whether you like it or not, everybody's entitled to his opinion. So I'm saying mine. Option two is for the state to start it. What did I say? You as a state governor, you don't need some bloody economic summit. In fact, anything, it's a failure to plan is a plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. If you plan to to plan, if you fail to plan, you already plan to fail. Dr. Oboriwori, where is the blueprint of what the Delta State you can even see? Maybe you have it in your head. Okay, if I go to a businessman and say, I want to do business, let me start with you, Mr. Governor. Because if I come to that summit and I talk to any investor, he's going to ask me, where's my business plan? That's the first thing you want to know. And then I begin to explain it. So the first question I asked you people in Delta State government, the governor is the one that came out to talk, so I'm talking to him directly. And mind you, he's my governor. So those of you that are stupid, don't even dare me. I am a 60-year-old man. I'm entitled. I am owner of Delta State, as I own Delta State as much as you do. Don't even try it. I don't come here to waste my time. I come here to mean well for my people. So now, my first question to the governor of Delta State is, Oga, where is your plan? Where is the Delta State you envision? If I tell your investors tomorrow that, oh, I want to build a house, or I want to open a factory, and I can even show them, they're going to say, where's the plan, the business plan? So let us ask the Delta State that is talking about an economic summit, where is the plan of where Delta State will be in the next 10 years or in the next 40 years? What is your plan, sir? You see, the Abia State already, he drew a plan where every Abia will be in the next 10 years. He will no more be governor then. But he has a plan for the state. That is something Ibori failed to do. It's something Oduara failed to do. It's something Okowa has failed to do. You are now the number 4 failure. None of you could even actually come out and say, this is the Delta State, this is how we want it to be. If that would have been a start, if we had a plan, because nobody would go to anybody in these present days and say, come and put money in Delta State. This question is, what's the plan, sir? You're organizing a economic summit that's going to cost us minimum 2 billion naira. I know, because you're inviting these big boys. It's not going to cost us less than 2 billion. Go and look at our budget tomorrow. The question, sir, is, what is the plan? So what are you presenting to them? Oh, you want Delta State? Oh, this vision now. No, sir, I was thinking as you were presenting this thing, we'll be seeing what Delta State should be, how it's going to look like. You know, you draw Dubai. Okay, if AI can help you this day to visualize what you want to see. That's what I do. I ask AI to do this for me. I didn't have to draw it. And it gives me this. That's what I'm using for illustration. Sir, where is your plan? You know, the first thing to do on a good day would have been to have on your website today the futuristic plan for Delta State. And you are telling us, this is where I'm taking you to. You see, for Moses to take the people from Egypt, he told them, I'm taking you to a promised land. I have where I'm taking you to. I know where. There's a destination. Sir, where are we going? You don't have. Because if you have, it should be on our website. Let us have a website. Don't take this thing personal. Other states will take from me and they will enrich themselves. You will still be there. Because you are proud. Now, I was thinking that this beautiful plan we're talking about, we start with the Delta State government having a plan. Say, this is where Delta State will be in the next 10 years. In the next 20 years, we'll be here. That's what UK did. So they begin to work towards it. If not, how can you just... It's not like the way we build houses. Have you been to Nigeria? There's no plan. No? If you come, whatever kind of house you want to build, you just build. That's why you see one house, one no here, one high here, one here, one here, one here. If you come to UK, don't you see the way houses be? They are in line and they are planned. You go and key into the plan. The government have a plan. Where's your plan? The way you couldn't plan the city, because if you cannot even plan Delta State, that's why we don't have what we have. Because if we had planned a plan for Delta State, I'm sure you will have a vision of how you want the houses of Delta State to look like. And that becomes a vision. Not everybody just come and begin to build a house. Not everybody just come and begin to farm. And I'm going to prove that to you today. So that is the first one, sir. I'm coming today in a big day. We go talk, because that's my job. You see this, my lip, it thick. God give unto me thick so that I use it to talk to you, sir. Today, not you. So I said, if Delta State have a plan, Number two, I want to quote the very words of Dangote. Dangote said, how will he call somebody to come and invest in his place if he has not even started it? I'm quoting Dangote. You could not invest in the place, but you are telling them to come. Mr. Governor, how many investment do you have that you are not telling us to come and invest? Or we don't have money to invest, or we cannot invest. Now, I heard the popular argument, oh, the state cannot do business. Oh, the reason the state cannot do business is because we are not a good manager. Oh, but you are a perfect manager now. You are a good manager, sir. Why can't you manage a business? Even if you are not going to manage it directly, can't you hire the best hand to manage the business for you? Question I ask, listen to me. If you cannot manage the business, can you hire a capable hand to manage a business for you? Must it all fail? That the other state fail, must this one fail? I'm using the model of China. I'm using the model of Malaysia. I'm using that model of Singapore. I'm not doing something that is abstract. That's how the state invested. They come in and they get this done. But let me leave that one first. I'm coming back to the center because that's the one I prefer. Now I know the essence of the, but when he said about 50 investors are going to descend Delta State. And I like that, you know, because what comes with big investors, they come with the big money. They have the wallet. They have the money. That's what we want, right? We want them to come in with the money. I like that. Because I want to make this show myself so you don't have anybody to fight. If you want to fight, I want you guys to fight me. Don't look at anybody. Deal with me. So, if Oboriwori is not saying he's inviting people to come and do business, any foreigner that is coming to put money in your state is coming to for one thing. He wants to make money. He's not a Father Christmas that want to throw money away. So let's assume they come in and do business with us. What they do, they're going to open the factory. And we're going to go back to the olden days. You know who we are? We're going to be workers. We're working for who? We're working for them. The profit will go where? Will be repatriated to where they're coming from. Do you hear me, sir? As long as you people open your big mouth and say, oh, we want the foreign investors, when they come with their money, are they coming like Father Christmas? They're coming to invest and they want to go away with the profit. Why is that so different from the colonial time? The British were there. They invested, they gave us job, and they went away with our resources. With some, they didn't take everything. Why did you fight for independence? Explain it to me. Maybe the scale will be less. I hope you will be able to make laws that part of the profit be reinvested back to the community. Because the last time I checked, I'm doing a project on Ovade community as we speak. Ovade is been run, there's a company there called Pan-Ocean, which have been there since I was born. They've been drilling oil from that land since I was born. This is even a case of a Nigerian company. Ovade is a Nigerian company, not even a foreign company. Ovade is the poorest community in the whole of Nigeria. Go and look at it. It's a shame to say my grandmother is from Ovade. And as I'm doing this dissertation, I'm getting angry every day. And when I finish, I'm going to send it to you people. I didn't do it because of you. I do it for my NGO. I do it for policymakers. I do it for my cause. And it is sad. That is what you see when a big corporation takes over. Yes, Ovade is good. Pan-Ocean came to Ovade. Even the project, Ovade now build a house. Where did they build? They build in a mini. There is nothing that benefits the people of Ovade. Except some few boys. You know them. I don't name names. But don't deal with me, man. I'm not afraid of you. But you know what is so sad? Even when I wanted to deal with the company myself, no, don't go there. Don't go there, that decrease. Because they're collecting peanuts. I am going to make them pay well. You listen? But okay, that's not why I'm here today. I'm just giving you an example. Shell has been in Nigeria for so many years. Total has been in Nigeria for so many years. What have they done for us? They came to take the oil. They came there to make profit. As long as it's not profitable, they're going to go. And they repatriate their profit to where they're coming from. So when somebody tells you that I'm bringing foreign investors, do you ask questions? I'm not saying it's bad. Because you are poor, you borrow, you see, for me, I'm not a big fan of foreign investors. I'd rather take a loan, hire an expert to come and help me build my land, than to tell you to come and invest in my land and take everything and go away. But I can't argue that. But I'm even saying, suppose I give that credit to them, that they are coming and they mean where they're going to give us job. How many development came to Warri? Except the few people that they employed as slaves. Where are they? Those people that work in those companies, those your papa, how much they make? Do you know how much those companies left Warri with? Oh, but what do you grow up in that area? Do you know how much those oil companies made from Delta State? Where is the same Delta State now? They left us ruined. Environmental degradation. Poverty. Our land has been destroyed. What policy do you put in place? They're gone. They made their money, they left. I'm not against them coming, but do you even know how to even manage them? Because you don't even have a plan. Oh, foreign investor, come. Foreign investment, we need foreign investment. That's all I hear. As if you are daft. If I insult you people, you get angry. Listen, I'm 60 years old. When I'm in a meeting now, anything I say, you say that Chris, withdraw your statement. Nobody tells me to shut up. I'm older than a man you tell to shut up. I am, if not be this hair when I script now, if I leave it 1 day, 3 days now, you see only gray hair. I'm not a child. So let's handle today. Let's talk to each other with respect. Because I'm talking about my state and it's personal. It's not like when I was writing about Ovadi, it was personal. I was angry as I was writing. I was shedding tears sometimes when I was writing. And sometimes I withdraw from the case because I can see them killing themselves. The number of Ovadi children, killing Ovadi children, cutting themselves with collapse. Some of them are in prison. Why would I want to come in? I don't want to come in. That's not why I came in. I came in to fight the company. I didn't come to fight you. That's why I withdrew. I will never be part of anything that will make me, your brother to fight your brother. I will withdraw. That's not why I'm here. Anyway, let's go. Obodi, what you said? I'm with the governor. Let me bring the governor back. I'm bringing you, sir. Because we'll go play this your video again and again today, sir. You gave me something to work with. Don't forget, I asked you one question, sir. Where's your plan? And now, if you want to invite foreign companies, I've analyzed these 3 sectors, these 3 ways. Let's go back to my popular image. So, if we are not going with we can't do it because we don't have money, sir. The question I want to ask you, Obodiwori, how much loan is available to Delta people so they can access the loan? Like we do here in the UK, they can give you up to £25,000 to start a business. It doesn't have to be up to that because we are living in different terrain. You know what your first lady said? She was telling her people they're going to give them 50,000 naira to South Africa. She's insane. She's insane. In the 21st century, you are telling people to go to the farm with cutlass. And you are insulting us. Mr. Obodiwori, let me tell you one thing. I'm going to share one image with you. If you want us to think the way you're thinking, that you want us to start to do business, the new way of the modern farming, for instance, let me use farm. The modern farming is this. Let me share this image with you. Let me share this image. This is the one we need to see now. Let me remove the one that is there now because all these images are very jealous, so they don't want to leave the screen. My friend, leave the screen. Let's talk to somebody else. Remove you. All right. Let us have this guy. Let's have this one. So imagine if we are looking at farming. This is what we should be looking at. This is what they're doing in Malaysia. They are not farming. Those one get one small square palm. Another one get one small this thing. This is an insult to the 21st century. You come and you bulldoze the place and you plant well and you harvest. Obodiwori, let me ask you one question. How many of us in Delta State can afford a farm like this? Except the few ones that were in government, they can't even afford, they can't go near this. They can't even access Bank of Industry. I've been there. And here you are telling us that we want to do business. Are you guys insane? Oh, we want to bring the foreigners back. Oh, we want to bring share back so they can drill the oil and go away again. And the next thing you start fighting share because and they're not even gonna come. You see, in the 21st century, things are done in scale. Ordinary person in Delta State cannot do this. Only the government can actually make it meaningful. I don't need to be a rocket scientist to preach this to you. I don't need to be your pastor for you to understand this. I don't need to that boy, but he should be preaching this rather than wasting our time on the street. They should all be arrested. They're wasting the precious time we have. My people, if Oboriwori is thinking well, let's show me who in Delta State can own a farm like this. You know, when you want to farm in this day, this is the kind of thing we're looking at. How many of us have a tractor? Both of you talking now, talk to me. You have a tractor to do things. How are you going to work? How many of you, if I do, we will die there? Other than my grandmother who used to use cutlass to go to the farm. So that is the woman you want to feed us in the 21st century. Maybe that is your understanding. That's why you keep saying, that the private sector driven economy. Oh, but what do you mean private sector? Where are they? Tell me in realistic terms, not grammar. Where the private, where's your vision? That's why I said, okay, you even start this thing with just a map or a little sketch of the new Delta. I've done it a couple of times. I said, this is how I want Delta to be. I begin to even sometimes, I just put it on paper and I just share it. The new Delta. Okay, where is your plan for the new Delta? We want to have that on our website, like a virtual image that can move. So Delta State can even see, the man has a vision for us. That's where he's taking us to. If you cannot take us there, then somebody will continue. That will happen. When Moses couldn't take them to Israel, to Canaan, he died, he stopped, and somebody else continued. Joshua took over, Aaron took over. I know many of them took over. My place is also Rubuwado. Today is today, sir. We are talking of the governor of Delta State, the Delta State Economic Summit. It's a beautiful idea. Let's talk to each other about it. When they say economic summit, what do you understand, my people? I asked a question already. Have you people ever heard the word Bank of Industry? You've not. You in Delta State, you've never heard of it before. And the kind of loan that you can access in Delta State, I've already shared it with you. There's no loan for you, a poor man. So, but what he said you should go, he's doing an economic summit for you. Oh, look at these people, they are here. Oboro said he's doing an economic summit. I don't want to engage my people today, but they are here. Oboro said he want to do an economic summit. Economic summit that he's talking about, you don't have access to finance, you don't have money. Let me add these people because they're already on the platform. Let me add them. I didn't want to make trouble. Okay, all right. Maybe I should not. If there's gonna be war, I will not do it. All right, people. Economic summit is what we're talking about. How much do ordinary Delta man have to farm? Do you have money? If you could take a loan in Delta State, I think this guy would have been able to tell us about Apo. They always used to borrow money. And do you people have light in Asaba? Let me see. Let's see whether you people have light. Let me just see whether I add you people first. All right, let's add there. Anybody will see there. No, I won't even add. If you are not complete, if Asaba and Abuja is not complete, I won't add one. Because they're doing politics. Well, my people, the question I ask is how? How are we going to access money, Oboriwori? You said it's a private-driven economy. What is your plan? I know the verse here too, because we go fight. At the end of the day, this thing is not going to end up in peace. We're going to fight. Because it's the destiny of my kids you're playing with, sir. I won't let you. I will not let you. And I will frustrate if I can. Let me say one word. When I was coming on the show, there's one word I put here. I said, the weapon of criticism cannot replace the criticism of the weapon. Meaning we need material forces to overthrow. Material forces must be overthrown by material force. Meaning, all I'm going to shout here is not going to change it. But this way, but theory also become a material force once it seizes the masses. Once the masses can understand what I'm saying, sir, you will see. Now, you are lucky now that Deltans don't understand. But by the time they understand what I'm saying, you will see the revolution. You cannot stand it. Sometimes you think people cannot revolt, and they're not going to revolt by fighting. No, they're not going to go on the street. I don't believe in that. They're going to do things and ignore you because you don't exist. The Delta State government is useless to us. You're organizing an economic summit that I don't understand. You're saying an economic summit that you're bringing Angela. Thank you so much. We love Angela. You're bringing Patrick. Patrick is my mentor. He's my hero. But what are you telling him to come and do? Where's your plan? Where's the Delta State you are going to tell about? You're going to give us a motivational speech and we're going to go home. Or you bring in investors. Investors to do what? To come and capture us again? Because the last time I checked, we had oil companies in Wari in those days. That's where they cut your man head now. They are angry. They are hungry. Now what happened? They were dead. They took our oil and they left. They didn't leave. Where are those people? Where are the rich people from there? Where's the rich man that all those oil companies made in Delta State? Show me them, sir. The people that work in those oil companies, where are the rich ones? They are poor. They are dwarfs. The one that managed to build 2 houses will be thinking he's marrying 20 wives. He's still a poor man. Do you know what is called wealth in this 21st century? Oh, but when you are a poor man, go to Hollywood, you see young boys making money. So if you want to talk about creating wealth, and you are talking about private sector driven economy, then you should be able to tell them, okay, this is the vision, this is access to finance, bring your ideas, invest. In fact, the people you are inviting now, if any investor come, if they don't see anything on ground, they will just laugh with you and go home. But if you show them the vision of Delta State you are talking about, Lagos have done it too. They projected what Lagos is going to be, even when they are not there. So they are working towards it. Oga, where's your plan for Delta State? Where's the Delta State you want to see, sir? I'm still waiting for that Delta State you want to see. Well, right now we are like jokers. And it is sad that we are joking in the 21st century. The last time I checked to get a loan in Delta State, it's not even there in the first place. You are lucky that I didn't bring these women. They will take math, finish you today. But any of you, the only thing I went online to check, how could I get access to finance in Delta State other than Lapo? Lapo, you know what Lapo go fit do you? The only one you can actually talk about that is reasonable would have been back of industry. Have you people heard of back of industry? I'm talking here. The Delta State government have access to finance. The British government does. In the UK, you can get £25,000 to start your business. If you have a clean business plan, you will get the money. Now, the government of the UK just started something unique. They say 14 years old, they adopting my education system. Now, no, this all theory, we're not doing it anymore. From 14 years old, kids in the UK will be trained in one skills. So when they finish, they become useful. They can employ themselves. That is the model now. It's like my time is now. And I just wrote my book, Certificate Should Be Trashed. And why did they do that? You know what the government did? They didn't stop there. If a child go through that training, do something, they give them £4,500. I don't want to compare that money because they're going to start stoning you, everybody. If I tell them how much is £4,500, they're going to give to kids when they come on, man. Anyway, we are fundamentally poor. I said it before. We're not a rich state. We're not a rich country. We are poor people. It's just some few people like them, but who have access to 60 billion, they think they have money. You are still poor, sir. You are still a poor man. 60 billion is not a lot of money for a state like us. Look at Dubai. Now, the Dubai people, they've had a plan. They want to build a new city. They copied what they have in America. They saw the tower. They brought all of them to Dubai. They built something bigger than what you see in Disneyland. Hey! That is a plan. Okay? Not be private people go do that one. In the first place, you don't even know how much oil is coming from your land. Now, the little one, when President share for now, that's why you are celebrating. So we don't have a say in what happens to us. We are not in the world. We are not in this world. And the federal government will be worried by the time my message gets through. Because you'll be taking oil from a particular set of people for years. They have nothing to show for it. The last time Ibori asked, he was called a bad name. He's a criminal. He's going to go to prison. Why not? He has his fault. I'm not taking his fault. But hey, the man asked for resource control. The federal government of Nigeria is benefiting. And that is the person you are supporting, Oboriwori. You're telling us we must fight. Since Oboriwori became governor, I've never heard say Delta State you make one move to even ask for self-determination. At least small money, make them increase the money when they come to us. Now I'm going to dissect a little bit today. Ibori started in as part of the money when Ibori fight for, now you the share so. The percentage of money coming to you today is what Ibori asked for. What did you ask for? What did Okowa ask for? What did you don't ask for? Hey, if you don't ask, how can you get? The money is your money. It's taken from our land. And you know what is so insultful? Places like Ovade, where they've been drilling oil for how many years? They said they will give us 3% of operation costs. Host Community Development Trust. That's why we are killing ourselves now. You see, poor people, the small money, 3%, they said they should give to you to share. It's why you are killing. We are not even sure if you are getting the real 3%. Now, the host community are not allowing people like us to say, no, 3% is not fair. We want at least 30% of what you are taking from our land. We are begging for what belongs to us. So, let me tell you the story behind this. It was the British idea. When they came, they just came to take. So they made the laws that way that the land does not belong to us, it belongs to the government. That is the same thing Nigerian government is using. So we are still in the colonial era. We are not in the new Nigeria. It's not, I know if I preach the new Nigeria, a lot of people will kill me. But you guys need it. Because if there's a new Nigeria, all the resources in our land will be tapped today. Because there's no new Nigeria, you're all waiting, sitting down in your fat ass in your respective government houses, waiting for small money that is coming from Niger Delta. It's stupidity. You are richer than you think. And exactly what I'm saying to Oboriwori. Oboriwori is such a coward, because if not a coward, you cannot be in a rich state like this and you can't make money. Now you are telling us that, that you are bringing people, you're bringing foreign investors. I want to play that video again, people. I want to play that video again. I don't know whether you guys are in the same world with me. Are you people living in this world or you're in another world? Because I don't get it. I don't understand this at all. Are you living in this world? Because the last time I checked, you guys are not in this world. Oboriwori is telling you, I'm going to do an economic summit. And I ask, what are you trying to drive? Is it the private sector that's going to be done by us? Or the state is going to do something with it? Or we are waiting for us to be colonized again? When you invite foreign investors, you are inviting people to come and colonize you. Technically. Because it means you cannot do what is there. So you are asking them not to come and invest, not they come and invest in your business. No, they come and do open business. They will come with the idea and they'll come and take it. Wait. Let me tell you two difference. I start a company. Maybe I start a farm. And I don't have enough money to run the farm well. And I invite somebody to come and farm with me. That is partnership. But by the time I invite you to come and farm in my land, and give me small percentage. You know the small percentage they're going to give to me. The other man will farm and take the money away. The question I asked Oboriwori, has Oboriwori conceived ideas of businesses that is inviting people to come and invest? Or what are they coming? Because the last time I checked, is Delta State Economic and Investment Summit. What are they going to invest on, sir? I better tell me. What will they be investing on? Are they going to invest in what? I'm confused. So supposing now, let me understand you, sir. What is different with the time and the colonial time? The colonial master, they saw oil in our land, or they saw wood, or they saw cocoa, and they went there, they plant, and they took it away. They didn't take what we already have. They came to work. The British came, and they invested, and they took the proceeds away. It was not what we already have that they took. The oil company, they came, they invested, they took the oil away. And we said that is not good for us. Oh, but when he said we should go back to that. Because of the last time I checked, I never know one business Obodiwo that started that is not looking for more money to make it work, or more hands. You know, Obodiwo is not out of place for you to say, okay, we're starting the refinery, we don't have enough money, we need people to invest with us. Like I said, even in my model, we have money, Obodiwo. We data people have money. If you want to raise 10 trillion, you'll be surprised you raise it within. Multiply the population of the Delta State by the capacity of how much we can invest. I know some people, Tom Polo alone gave you 10 billion as a gift for security. If Tom Polo have the chance, he will invest up to 50 billion in refinery. We have many Tom Polos in town. And then all of us that don't even have money, we can donate. Some of us can donate 500, 1 million, 10 million. Then some people will donate 20,000. We all have a share. How much are you looking for? How much is Obodiwo looking for to start a business that you don't have? And if it's worst case to worst, once you started and you've started the business and you go to World Bank and say, this is what we are doing, we want a loan, then we understand. And okay, so that is one. Oh, we don't have the people who can do the work. Oh, let me tell you, sir. In the United Kingdom today, they don't have all the people. That's why some of us are here. That's why some Nigerians keep coming here. They come here as skilled workers. You know what that means? Meaning there are some areas they don't have people to fill. So you can come and fill it. But you come and work for a British company. You don't come and invest in Britain, motherfucker, you. And the British company will employ you and you come and work here and you will be paid and you will go back with your salary. You don't go back with an investment repatriation. Now the small salary now with the repatriate. So imagine if we're investing in the UK. You know what last time I said? I was so angry with all Nigerians in the UK. And I was so angry and I said the Indians are doing better than us. Because you're going to have all the post offices that are owned by Indians, meaning they are now going to be able to repatriate money. The filling stations are owned by India, they're able to repatriate money. Tell me, the football stadium, these are big money. How many Nigerians own a school in the UK? In fact, as much as they carry on children can study here, una know if you can open school here. Do you know how much we pay school fees? It's 10,000, 15,000. Imagine how much you make if you own a school. That's why I'm trying to open my own school. So can you imagine how much you can make here? The government will give you some time. After some time, they will block it. Because if you are making too much money, they're going to look for you and they will take it from you. But Obodiwo is simply saying, come and take us as slaves. Come and invest and take all the money and go home. We are ready to work for you because we are idiots. We are slaves. So they just come and invest and we work and they pay our salary. And that is enough. Tomorrow they go back with the whole money. Obodiwo, you don't think whatever that man is going to do, you can do it. That's the part I don't understand. What is it that the white man you are inviting now? What is it that he has? What do you get for hair? They create them differently. Not be the same food, not be the same air you with and they breathe. How can he open a business in your land that you cannot open? Where are you from? Where are you Nigerians from? Where is Delta people? Where are you people from? I'm angry. So we are looking. Let me go back. Today, me and Governor Obodiwo. Because when I talk, you don't listen. So maybe this is the only way I can explain it to you. So you said you want us to a private sector driven economy. If you are thinking of us to do it, you are lying. Not that we cannot do it. Let me tell you some example that has worked. I've been here during the COVID time. The federal government released about, I think, some 15 billion that they should assess for those that want to do some plantation. I think it's this palm front now. And a lot of debtors assess that money and they have their plantation today. Again, it's okay because if you have 4 billion in Nigeria, you're a rich man. They are now rich, but they are still poor people. We deserve more. But you know what happened, Obodiwo? They were able to access that money and they were able to open a business. Oboriwori, can you think of any source of money that is available other than the one you put for pocket every month? They call security vote. Your belly don't be well. What else can you do? What else? What good are you, Governor Oboriwori? Only to tell us that you are bringing somebody, people to come and buy us again as slave. It's not as if they are coming to invest in what you have started, though. No, they should come with their idea. And well, we have the land. Oh, what's the good news? Oh, Delta say have the land. Oh, we have the oil. Oh, we have the minerals. Come and take. We are here to work for you. We are your slaves. You people think. Do you people think? Why did we ask them? Why did we say we don't want to be slaves again? Why did we say the British should go that we want to have independence? What is that? What does that mean to you? So, what does it mean to you? What is the meaning of independence? At what time is the word going to be our own? God gave it to us. When are we going to claim it? Well, I know no matter what I say, it's not going to make sense. Because you've made up your mind to fail. And somebody that already made up his mind, you can't do much to help him. But I'm here to talk to my people, Delta people. If somebody tells you today that he's coming to you, oh, that you're going to invest, that it's a private-driven economy, then you'll be asking yourself, who are the private people? Is it you? How much do you have? Can you access money, even if you have a good idea? Can you access money and do the business? No, you don't have it. So if somebody, Oboriwori is telling you, is giving you, that it's bringing people to Delta State to organize a summit, an investment summit, on what? I don't know. Because I hope some of you have the business plan ready that you're going to give to the businessman, and he's going to look at your paper and give you money. Or the people who come with their idea, they will show them all the possibilities, and they will be the one to cultivate the land. And by the time the man cultivate the land and employ you as a worker, he pay you your salary and he goes with his money. Back to colonial time. Are you people so stupid? Are we so stupid in the 21st century? I know, call me a communist. How about what I'm saying now is, I didn't know Oboriwori had a plan for Delta State. And he now say, okay, this is what we're going to do, what I'm going to do. If you want to build a house, this is how you're going to build it. If you cannot, if I will build, you will buy. In fact, the state will build a house and sell to you cheaper than you can even build. So shut up, you're not building. You buy from the state. And you know what? A lot of people will be employed. Because we keep building and we'll have a planned city. Our city will be planned again. Not this one build this rubbish, this one build this rubbish, this one build this rubbish. Where are you from? Have you looked at Nigeria alone? There's no street plan. No plan. Not a plan. We are disorganized people. It tells in the way we build houses alone, in the way we farm. This one get this kind of stupid farm here, the other one get one there. It is rubbish. You see, the Tower of Babel is a big lesson. When you come together, you're going to meet God. Like individually, you are scattered. God knows what to do. Give them different languages, and they'll be scattered to the rest of their life. That's where you are. I don't want to blame God for that. You deserve it. You want to be big. Anyway, this is why I'm here to talk to you today. You know, I don't tell sweet messages because I'm not going to give you sugar. I'm going to give you bitter leaf. And if you eat my bitter leaf soup, you will live long. You go piece all the sugar when they're your body. You're going to be strong. You're going to give your wife, you're going to get your wife pregnant again. And women will be strong again. When I don't want to make my husband give a belly. That's what I'm preaching. We need to be an independent people. A people that can say we did this for ourselves. Oboriwori is out of track. He's lost. He doesn't even know. And I can't blame him. Those of you when they work with him, who not be? Because tomorrow Oboriwori night they go blame. And he's not listening. Now they go blame. But all of them, now they help him. They misuse the state. They abuse the state. Somebody tell you he's coming to give you an economic summit. Well and fine. Economic summit on what? And I ask a question. Maybe you have another way, but will prove it to us. Even though from what he said, let me play that video again. I'm wasting people's time. Let's listen to Oboriwori again. We need to hear Baba again. Well done, sir. Oboriwori, I'm 60 years old, so I'm not a young man. So we are talking as mate here. Let's just play your video again, sir.
Hello, my name is Sheriff Oboriwori, the governor of Delta State. I have the pleasure to invite you to Delta State Economic and Investment Summit 2026 taking place in Asaba from August 3rd to 5th, 2026. Over 40 prospective investors from Brazil and China, policymakers, business leaders, and international development partners are expected at this summit. It is an opportunity to connect your business ideas with capital, foster strategic partnerships, and take your business to a new level of growth and expansion. This government believes strongly in the economic development model that is led by the private sector. Hence, we have put in place investor-friendly policies that encourage private investors, support business growth, and foster massive industrialization of our state. With Dr. Ngozi Okojo-Iweala GCON as keynote speaker and Professor Patrick Lulumba as guest speaker, the summit promises to be an exciting and rewarding time for all participants. So, join us and be part of shaping the next chapter of Delta State's economic.
So help me God. But what is it? So help me God. You see, this is the most childish presentation I've ever seen. You see, when you people don't understand, maybe that's how politicians say things to you, you people don't understand it. And today I'm digesting what Oborewori is saying. He said he's supporting private-driven economy and private sector. That's what the government believes in. The question is, who are the people coming? If I'm going to give them my business plan and they're going to invest in my business plan, or I must have started a business and you are talking to somebody that is coming to the Delta State to come and put his money in a business. He wants to see a clear proof that his money is not going to get lost. As Oborewori, one thing that is going to guarantee an investor that is coming to that summit that will make him to put his money down. Other than selling us as a slave. Because if you give something that come and take things for free, they will be happy. Of course, they're more than happy to take it for free. But the question is this. Why did you ask for independence? Because the British were there developing the nation. They were growing the economy. Nigerian economy was growing because they were working. They were employing us. So you are asking Oyibo to come and employ us again. Chiefs, Oborewori, una never give a chief title. Wait. Oborewori is saying that he's inviting people to come and take us as slaves again. If we are not the owner of the businesses, or we are not part of the owner of these businesses, where are we? And how many of us own businesses? How many of you now talking to me have a business in Delta State? Talk to me at Panama. I go, food say me could share money. Na bini word. When food say me could share money, you know what they do? They tell you now, say they won't come do summit. Yes. Oh, all of us, there's going to be a summit. How many of you have a business that you can even present? And you say, the people don't have what to do with their money. They're just going to come and throw it away. You know, I wrote a new book. I'm sorry, guys. And the title of the book is State as an Investor. Before I will talk a little bit on that again, let me ask you, I shared some image with you, surely, very briefly just now. And I was asking, how many of us can do a farm like this? Because, you know, when you don't do something in the normal scale these days, you lose money. The last farm I saw is the type our parents were doing. They carry their cutlass and they go to farm. In fact, it's an abuse of humankind. Any government that is even doing it, that government should be arrested. In fact, after this research, that's what I'm going to do. That a government that actually, by action and inaction, causes people to be poor. And one way you cause people to be poor is when you tell them to go and farm with cutlass and hoe. You are encouraging them. In fact, you are digging their grave. You should be arrested. That is a crime against humanity. The world has moved beyond that. We are no more naked. We don't go out naked now. We dress. So we need to move. The facilities to farm is everywhere. They are not too expensive. And when we do that, we're going to have massive production of food that will sell to ourselves and to the rest of the world. Yet your stupid governor, especially that of Benue State, to be the Reverend Father, did I go face Benway? You that man. You have all this land. You have your people can farm. You could not even invest in agriculture. Tinubu will say, I'll give them money to go and farm. Because he doesn't know anything now. He cannot farm. I gave them money to go and farm. The wife is giving you 50,000 naira to go and die. Listen, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. This is no joke. Otherwise, they say, let them, see, the money we have, the money we have, they're using it to construct road. Oboniwo will construct how many bridges? You know, Okoto Oboniwo will say, no, make an open factory. Or let me do this, let me be making money. So from that money, I'll begin to construct my road small. I will employ people to construct road for me. I can pay them. I'll buy granite. I will begin to tie the road. I don't need anybody to tie my road. Where do I need Julius Berger to come and tie road when I don't have food? I will start to farm and begin to make money, and the small money that is left, I'll be constructing road by myself. I don't need Oyibo to come and construct road for me. I will employ some of them to work for me, but they will not construct road for me. I won't give them in a contract. Are you out of your mind? Look at what Oboriwo did wrong. He awarded a contract to Julius Berger. No, the contract should be owned by the state. You employ 2 German people to come and work for you, and you pay them. You show them the plan. Okay, maybe your people cannot do it. I think Deltas can even do this road. But supposing Deltas cannot do it, you now employ 2 Germans with our people. We will construct any bridge. Hello? He said you spent 70 billion. That would have turned the state around. Every day you're collecting 60 billion of Boriwori. You don't know what to do. Then you leave the office or you listen. You see, when I talk here, many people think I'm rude. I'm not rude. It's my children's destiny we are talking about here. And you cannot claim to own Delta State more than me. My children's life is at stake. I don't care if you fail Boriwori. I care if the future of the Delta State for my children is wrong. And that's where you're taking them to. I don't know how many years I have left. I don't care. If I cannot do this now, who's going to do it for them? If I cannot even fight you, at least they know I say it and I fought you in the small way I can. You are taking us on the wrong route, sir. You don't even know what you are doing and you don't listen. That's my pain. You have some set of people who were packed before. They are still there with you. Only in a commissioner for information. All the information work now they take up with your own company. So it can be rich. I don't know what that boy want to take money do. Now Charles at the top. You Charles. One day we'll go open ourselves. We'll go open ourselves up. And then by the time you guys start to attack me directly, I'll be attacking you. We're gonna make it clear. Unless you listen. And you know what? What's so funny? If you start doing the right thing now, I'll start praising you. God in heaven knows. I will even be inviting people to come. I will invite Delta people to come and invest in Delta State. What I cannot understand is how you cannot tell me now that you're inviting a foreign person to come and invest in Delta State. Now, oh, it's good to get foreign investors. We've seen it before. They came before, they opened the oil companies. They left with the money. Because it's their work, it's their money. But if the company were owned by Delta State, the company will still be there now. If Oyibo they go. But our company will still there. But it's a company, they can pack their bag and go, and the company is closed. It be like wife when you marry. They know what they talk, and they talk to some of them. If wife pack go, all the things you invest don't go. You know what they will do, myself? They will say pay 5,000 naira, send her 5,000 naira to marry them. You see all these stupid women. Now 5,000 naira now they take they marry you. But that's what they do. You understand? So it's like a marriage. When marriage break, everybody going on. Woman not gonna remember what you do for Amu. Now the thing when you not do right, now woman they remember. Urobo say when you fear yam. Anyway, I know I've done but I have something to tell you. So you can celebrate. It's what I put there. This message is from Karl Marx. Karl Marx said, because the man was suffering, he was having difficulties. Because I have financial problem. I cannot even do anything as I want to do because I don't have the weapon. The weapon of criticism cannot be replaced by criticisms of weapon. Because what you have is weapon. Criticism can't replace it. Whatever how much I criticize you, it's not going to change it. But that's what he went for, that say material force must be overthrown by material force. You have money, power, you have gun. They're going to take it from you by those who are big as you. And the only thing I can do is the other line of it. But theory also become a material force once it seizes the masses. Once the masses understand what I'm saying, you will not have peace. You will not be able to do things the way you used to do it. You and your children cannot begin to buy things and misbehave. They will ask you questions, sir. It's not your money, it's our money. I wish Delta State can understand that. And begin to ask you, sir, where's the money that came last month? You see, I could do it, oh. I don't want to make you my enemy because you're not my enemy. The same way I left over the issue. Not because I cannot fight them, because I don't come home to fight. I didn't come home to fight. I come home to fight the people fighting us. Why would I be fighting Oboribori? I want to fight evil fighting Delta State. I wonder how evil is poverty, sir. I want us to defeat poverty. Our people should not be poor. Look at the number of people. Our daughters now Yahoo now runs. Any Delta State girl you call now, oh, send me something. They are broke, they are poor. The highest thing for a woman to do now to open a leg for you. They will do it anyhow because they need some money, not even good money. They are poor, sir. It's your action and inaction that is causing it. Our children are doing Yahoo. It's your action and inaction. If they have a job, they won't be doing this. I gave an example of a young girl that I used to know. Now she married and the husband gave her money. She opened a poultry. She's no more doing no rubbish. She can feed you. She send you money now. So you see how much you can change people's life with what I'm saying. You will change the future of the Delta State. You will change the lives. You will leave people out of poverty. Our morals will come back. Like as it is, they will continue to kidnap us. Keep saying, keep deceiving yourself that the people kidnapping you are people are only now these people now herdsmen they kidnap you. Now what children they kidnap us now? They're poor. A man that's not eating is not a man you need to talk to. He can do anything to get food on the table. Robowado. So that is where I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to be kind and I'm going to try and not make so much trouble again because I know that I don't have the weapon you have. But let me start again. Let me come back to the three approach which we identify. I'm going to publish all this today. The three approach I identify are very simple approach. Either we make money. We are the one that's supposed to do it. And I believe in we doing it. But we don't have money. And even if we do it, it's still not the best for me. Because individually, we are building houses in Nigeria. Have you been to your village? One house there like this, one day there, one day here, one day here, one day here. It's scattered. That's not how the kind of houses you see in Europe. They line them up. It's planned. What is your plan for the city? None of you, I'm talking now. If you don't come Europe before, look at the street of London. Go and see the way the line has up. The Victoria houses are in line. They plan it, sir. We don't have a plan. That we are an example of people without a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you are planning to fail. I asked Oboriwori in this summit, okay, where's the business plan? Where are you taking Delta State to? You don't even have it. They're just telling me you can't read this thing. Those people want to give you something, give you read finish. You don't read finish. You don't go sleep. They will spend 2 days, eat our money for 2 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion must have followed. To do what? That 5 billion for not start one business. Sir. The money they are spending in these 3 days for start a business. I know the quality of men you're bringing on board. These people can only help you when you're already helping yourself. You started nothing, Oboriwori, and that is the sad part of it. So we, the private people, cannot do it because we don't have money. And there's no access to money. The last time I checked, only Bank of Industry, none of you people in Delta State I'm talking to now know what is Bank of Industry. You don't know where it is. So how can you get money to even start a business? Talk to me. The only people that can start a business in Delta State is the government. And you know what funny thing the government needs to do? The government needs to just open the door and we begin to invest with the government. Oh, Marcus Garvey proved it. Oh, Marcus Garvey came with no money. He gave only the idea and people begin to put money there. He bought a ship. If you tell me if Oboriwori can communicate like this and he convinces us that he's going to build houses, we will invest. Now, but what we will invest. Let me go first start out with my show. You will see how much you will raise to start building houses, correct houses that we will stay and live in peace, where there will be security, electricity, and pure water. Proper water, sir. You know what? This whole story we are talking about, it can be solved. It's not rocket science. God will not give you a problem you cannot overcome unless you are not looking. There's something a young boy said to me in Yugoslavia 1997. He said, "Oh God, forget that thing." He said, "As the whole world is falling on you, God will always show you a way." There is always a door to escape poverty, sir. You are not looking well, but don't worry. You are speaking grammar. I don't know who taught you this. Who taught you? I'm talking with a level of arrogance today. I am an arrogant man. 60 years old man, you say they're arrogant. You're out of your mind. Because I'm not arrogant. I'm a man that can talk in the community. I talk in the UK and they listen. If I talk to you, just Daddy Chris. Who are you? Listen. Today is not today. Today not today. This speaking of guys said so. This child, the editor, the day everybody will catch you. He said they have given him script to read. You know, it's like a real script now. But look, I have to give this. I will end with it. I want to give Oboriwo some credit. When Oboriwo started, he was very dull. But now he can stand and give speeches and talk well. Before they struggle to talk, now he's talking well. So he's improving on the job. We don't have a problem with that. You see, Oboriwo is an example of somebody that can grow as you do things. But you need to do, you see, sir, most of these things are not rocket science. Are things I'm even saying to you free. Sometimes I will write it and send to you. You will trace it because I'm not in your political clique. I will never belong to your political gang. I am not. My name is Daddy Chris. I'm not hungry. If I die in UK today, they don't need to carry me come home self. Wait. I get children. They are my problem. I want them to live a good life. I have family. I want the Delta State to prosper. That is why I'm here. You don't have a clue what you're doing. You don't, you don't. They tell you that, okay, let's bring foreign investors. We've seen the foreign investors before. If a country does not have a good policy in place, foreign investment become a cost. Listen to me carefully. If you don't have a good policy in place, foreign investment become a cost because they will come. You give them favorable environment for Chinese company to come and invest. Why are they coming to invest, sir? And when they invest, who will your people be? Your people will be working for them. They will be paying your people. The small tax you collect, you will use to marry a new wife. Of what use is that to us? What I'm asking you now, suppose you start something and you employ Chinese people to come and work there. The same thing they are coming to do, you make them do it for you and you pay them. Borrow money to pay them. You will say these things and make money. Are you people so daft? Where is the rocket science in it? Where is it so difficult to understand what I'm saying? They say, I'm tired. I cry every day because of my children. Not because I'm not going to be hungry. And I keep telling them, you can't leave your land, children. But you're leaving me with no choice. The way Nigeria is going, it's not going to go anywhere like this. Not with people like you. Not with people like Tinubu. It's not as if the way is not there. And it's not as if people are not telling you the truth. And if nobody tells you the truth about it, I am one of the persons that have stand on my own and tell you every day the truth. You're not going to get anything less from me. If I'm in Nigeria now, if I don't send people, they can arrest me. But that would be the biggest mistake. Because I'll not be small toy journalist when you go just to play with. Because I will frustrate, I will use the instrument of the law. Because I will remain in that prison until justice is served. You will see the international community shouting on your neck. What are you doing? Is it so difficult to say, what I'm even saying now, but let's stop the quarrel. Let's talk. Because I want to close this show now. Now let's talk. 3 ways we can grow Delta State at the moment. That's where I started from. Either we do it. We the private people will have ideas and we begin to do it. And I said it's a great idea. but we get scattered. Like you see the kind of houses we are building. This one will build his own estate the way he wants. This one will build his estate the way he wants. No, the government will say, this is how we want Delta State to look like. This is how the house is going to be built. And this is the only kind of houses that is allowed. If you cannot build a house, shut up. Go and rent. But you cannot just build any house you want. Not in my Delta State. That is the only way the state got built. Come to London today. Don't you see the street of London? Was that how it was built? Everybody began to build rubbish. Would you see the houses we are looking at that is making the street so beautiful? That is an example of the stupidity. When you say everybody must do it. Without proper regulation, if you have proper regulation, then it's fine. But do you know? Because that's why you're going to bribe yourself, and the one that said they cannot build, they will begin to build it. So what I'm saying is, you just say this is the plan, and this is what we need to do it. Then call on us. The money is not hidden. We will invest. And if we now need investors from outside, that is when you need this kind of summit. When they come, they can see the profit they're going to make. They know they're not coming to steal. They're not coming to exploit. They're coming to do business, and their business will be guaranteed. They get their little profit and they leave. But they're not going back with our fortune again. They're not going away with our children's future. This way they went away with, you know how much money the oil company has made from Nigeria today? It's the stupidity of our parents, stupidity of our leaders. You want to continue that route to Boribori? You want to send us back to slave trade? Back to colonial days? That's the meaning of, say, foreign investors. Look at it, interpret it well. Explain it to us. How are we going to benefit on the long run? Not today. Children, I tell you people, children, listen to me. I'm not talking of what you benefit now. What you eat now is sugar. It's going to kill you tomorrow. Look, we had oil companies in Warri before. Most of you looking at me today. How many oil companies do we have in Warri? Where are they now? The people who have collected their money. When the business is no more good for them, they left. The place is in ruin. Environmental, if they leave over there today, we'll not do anything now. It's dead. The place we used to fish before, even when they were doing it, we didn't even have laws in place to protect us. That's one. You are inviting them back to come and do exactly what they were doing before. Now, if not Britain, it should be China. Chinese should come and buy us now. Chinese should come and run a seaport. Because you cannot run seaport. Can you see how stupid you are? I am saying that the state government must start. Instead, take money from us. If the money is not enough, then we take a loan. And if we cannot do the work, we will hire people to come and work for us. They will not come and do business in our land alone. This is not allowed. I'm not saying they cannot do business. They'll do business with us. They don't own us. They don't own us. They came and they owned us. They took us as slaves. They came back. They took the whole land. They took all our oil. Today you are calling them back to come and take the agriculture. Where is your sense? I'm not protecting us. I'm only looking for the future that will be bright for us. I don't want us to take sugar again. I want us to eat bitter leaf today, so that by tomorrow, the bitter leaf will become healthy and we will live a healthy life. May God help Delta State. That is what I said today. I know many people will not understand what I said. I come in peace. I don't come to fight anybody. And what I said today is a very simple thing. The foreign investment is good, but I said it's not better for us. The best thing would be for Delta State to start to invest, and all the state should do it. And we, people, can do it. And this is my concern. You know, Boribori, I've said it, and I wrote that and I sent it to you. You know, if you want to construct road, if road is your business, if road is your problem, if road is your priority, you have direct labor agency, you have Ministry of Works. Why don't you get them to start constructing road? Buy them more machine, pay them good salary. Let them construct road for us. Must we give the money to them, Julius Berger? If you need somebody to work in direct labor agency, if you need to say the person are from Germany, employ him. He must not own the business, and he must not take the contract. He must not take our contract. But listen to me. No contract to Chinese people. No contract to them. They can do business with us, yes. But in our own terms, in our own company. Do you understand that? Open the small one you can. Let them invest if they want to do business. We are a human being. We've gone to school. We've studied. And we can also study. The world has not closed door on us. Anything we don't know, we will learn and we will grow our own. When are we going to be man to talk and talk of ourselves? May God help every single one of us in Delta State. May God give us leadership that can see the future I'm talking about. And may God give your eyes open, those of you that are listening to me today, and see the future of Delta State that is so bright. The future I see is this. This is what I see. Let me say it to end the show. I see a Delta State where the governor of Delta State today come up with a plan of where Delta State is going to be in the next 20 years. And he said, okay, we're starting. We're not going to start all at once. We're starting today with agriculture. We're starting with construction of roads. We're starting with construction of houses. Or we're starting with refineries. Anyone we can do. And we go into it. We get people employed. They begin to make money and we expand. Thank God, all your money is still coming. So we know what we are putting our money into. Oborivori has not put our money into any good thing since he became a governor. The same thing Ibori didn't do. Odua didn't do it. Okowa didn't do it. Oborivori is doing the same line. It's, of course, it's more agenda. What do you expect? But you get to stop, man. You need somebody with a vision to run the affairs of Delta State. Today is a focus on Delta State. It's not a focus to fight you. It's a focus to make things better. And I hope you get this message, Oborivori. I said a lot today. Most of them I cannot recollect. But I come in peace. Because if I know and I don't say it, God will not forgive me. And let me use the biblical word. We are not poor. But our people, my people are perished because of lack of knowledge. We lack the knowledge. We lack the understanding. We lack the wisdom. And we lack the braveness, the bravery to start something. But what I'm saying to you now is whatever Chinese did, you can do it. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. I love God. Anything the Chinese people were able to do, the Malaysians did it. The Singaporeans did it. We in Delta State, we can do it. But we're not going to do it if we keep sitting on the fence and say, let Oyibo come and do it for us. No, we're going to do it and say, we are human beings. We must come to the top to the table to talk as men, not as beggars. We're coming to the table to talk as men, Oborivori. In that summit you are going to have now, Deltas will not be there as men. They will be sitting at the corner. How many of you in Delta State is going to that summit? Tell me what you benefit from the summit. If you can tell me one meaningful thing that come up from something, I'll change my name. I will no more be Daddy Chris. I'll change my name to Beverly Christian Ashaiku. God bless you all. My name is Daddy Chris. And this is where I'm going to try and end the show. I love you all, I love you all. And this is what I do, I am annoying, but that's my job. My job is not to please you. My job is to make you wake up, to annoy you, and hopefully drive in a message. And please help me tell Oborivori, take Okpe Telan, take Urubu Telan, say, we don't need Oyibo investor. Oyibo will come invest in what we have already started. They're not going to come and invest for us. Oyibo will not come and open our seaport. We open our seaport, they can have a share if they want to invest in our seaport. But the seaport will be owned by us. By us. And we will do the work for our children. The things that we're enjoying in the UK today were not built by us, were built by a generation of people. Let us be the one that start to build for our children. I use my father as an example. My father was dying, was very ill. And I begged the man, sell some of your things. He said, no, it's for his children. What are you going to do? What is it if you are gone? That's how he thinks. He knows he's not going to be here forever. I know I'm not going to be here forever. So I'm going to leave. I know I'm not supposed to die. That's if you read my book, I know I'm not supposed to die. But hey, the popular voice of men is what I'm going to go with. I don't think I'm supposed to die. But so if that is the case, if I leave, I want my children to have a better Nigeria. I want them to inherit a better Delta State. And I'm sure, Oborivori, that's what you want. Oborivori, if you do what I say today, your name will be written in gold. I repeat, if you do what I say, your name will be written in gold. Because you will transform Delta State. People will come to Delta State to come and learn. I know you ask, is that done anywhere? No. Let us start it. Let them come and learn from us. May God bless you, Governor of Delta State. May God bless the people of Delta State. May God bless the land of Delta State. And may God bless Daddy Chris. And may God bless SRTV. That's why I end the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is what I do best. When I'm here, I'm not the Daddy Chris you used to know. I'm a different Daddy Chris. God bless you. I'll talk to you and I'll see you next time. Tomorrow I'll still be here. God bless you all. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the hearts of the city. Live the life you deserve. in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call